I just wanna laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Laugh Daily Podcast, coming at you with another epic episode because we have a special guest. Andrew, why don't you introduce him?
We have the man, the myth, the out-of-bounds hide-and-seek legend, Blake.
What's up, YouTube?
Wow. He is back. Guys, if you missed last week's episode, we interviewed Caleb because Caleb's back on the team. Blake is also back on the team officially. And we wanted you guys to get to know him because we've known Blake for a while. We wanted to tell you about like what's been going on. And
I'm excited because Blake has some of the funniest, most interesting stories I've ever heard.
yeah.
Say some of these, like I could probably tell a couple of them, but the other ones, it's like, what if they're listening to people?
Well, sometimes you can change names, be vague.
I very much doubt these people will be listening to this podcast.
But we'll get into some Blake stories, but also some Blake trivia questions, some Blake prank calls.
Some things you might have never guessed about Blake. Some interesting facts.
And somebody in the comments said like I was a janitor at their school.
Is that true?
But I did work at I worked at the school that they mentioned in the comments, but not as a janitor.
They just assume you're a janitor there.
I've had lots of people think I was a janitor at the schools that I worked at.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. But I worked as a janitor at a school, so.
Does Blake look like a janitor to you?
Yes.
If he has
But
the
not
proper
currently.
attire.
Not his current attire. This outfit he's wearing right now is from our road trip video.
Well, half of it.
You just can't see the lower half because he forgot the pants.
And the socks.
He has pants on, just not the right pants.
And the socks too.
Oh, yeah?
But he's got the shoes.
So he's wearing, if you're not watching the YouTube video, he's wearing a $100 Supreme sweatshirt with a golden tiger chain. This is definitely not something you'd see Blake wearing if it was his choice, I feel like.
Yeah, Blake, would you buy this outfit at the store?
Probably not. But they had a $1,200 Kermit shirt there.
Oh, you didn't get the Kermit shirt?
I did not see that one.
It was in like the case. You need like
In the case, you didn't get the
Jeez.
case shirt?
$1,200?
and all it was.
This was $100.
Oh,
white
I was
shirt.
for some reason I was thinking this was only like that was $1,000. So I was like, that's not much more, but
Yeah.
that actually is a big jump.
I don't think I've ever worn a $100 shirt before.
How does it feel?
It was like a Caleb's vision. That's what I don't know.
All right, well, we got some questions for Blake. But first of all, we have, I wouldn't say a long history with Blake, but if you guys have been watching our YouTube channel for a minute, you probably remember him from back in the day. We had Hide and Seek League. He would appear in random videos, and we wanted to just start there. How did we meet Blake, Andrew? Do you remember that? Because that was a while ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we met at church, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because you just moved here from Pennsylvania, kind of got connected, kind of started to become friends, and then I was like, hey, you want to be in a video?
Yeah, 2017.
Wow.
Yep.
And then I think I was in a couple. I wasn't like really in the videos, but I think it was like both your gender reveal party videos, like just in the background.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, you
And
came
then-
to those?
And
Yeah.
the first one I was actually like in was the epic Nerf gun arena video.
Oh, yeah, we went to Dart Wars. I remember because that was the first time like all three of us like basically hung out and made a video together, and it was like really fun.
I think
Yeah.
somebody else was supposed to be with us, but they got like sick or something.
Oh, yeah. No, it was because we were doing Bible study. We met at Smashburger. It was either Tyler or Jesh was with us, and they're like, I gotta go home. I'm not feeling well. So
Yeah,
it was just
I-
us three.
And I was following Jesh home, and I was supposed to be following you guys to the Nerf gun arena. It's like-
Yeah, because like back then it was just mainly me and Andrew, and we always would reach out to the buds if we had a video. We're like, hey, we need some extra help,
Mhm.
and so Blake was there, and that's the first video. You guys should go watch it. Check it out.
Yeah. And also, Blake made the very first Plinko board for our channel, which if you guys have been watching a while, Plinko board challenges, all that stuff has been a big part of what we do. Now, Blake was the mastermind behind V1 Plinko board.
Didn't you like tell me about Plinko boards, and that's why the whole
I
thing?
showed you a little video that I made because
Yes.
I had made one back in Pennsylvania for like a project, and then I showed you the video, and I think we just got the idea off that. But
Why were you making stuff back then? Because you made a bunch of other stuff too. You were showing me.
yeah, I was working in like a school, and I was just like bored with certain things. I was like, let's make it more fun.
Yeah.
I made like a Plinko board and like some other little things, a mystery board, numbers and locks and stuff.
Just a bunch of gadgets for kids that were actually really cool.
Yeah, Blake's really creative, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He made a what do you call those? Like books, like
flip
texture books.
Yeah, I haven't made one of those in a while, but I made them for when you had your first kids.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Like each page is like a different texture, so the kids can like feel all the different like materials.
Yeah,
Even I was like, wow, this is
You still
fun.
have those?
yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun, and yeah, we stayed friends with Blake for a while since then. But then made a bunch of videos with him, and he moved back to Pennsylvania. So why did you move here in the first place from Pennsylvania back in 2017?
I had gotten a job, and well, like long story short, I just wanted like a change of pace because Pennsylvania it's like my whole family lives there, but I was just looking to try something different.
Because you lived there.
And every
your
time
whole
I
life.
moved when I was in Pennsylvania, like I never moved far enough that like I had to like move into my own place. I would just drive home at night. So I was like, I'm gonna move like really far away, so I have to like actually like stay where I'm at, and yeah.
So you knew nobody in Colorado at that point.
No,
Wow.
just Andrew. I think because we had met at church.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
even
yeah,
before
like,
that.
before you moved though, you didn't know anybody.
Oh no.
Were you nervous about that?
Yeah, I mean, I gave my job like I had like a 2 weeks notice.
I know, but like
Come out.
moving to a state where you know nobody.
Yeah,
like
and
that's
for, like-
basically you have to make new friends. You have to make like
Yeah, for me especially because it's like it takes me a while to like get comfortable and make friends and stuff. So
yeah.
it was
Yeah, that's a big
a
jump.
decision.
That's a big jump.
A lot of people don't do that. Like I feel like for your personality too, like you said, like that's just like, man, you really must have wanted to change up the pace of life. So things in Pennsylvania weren't really going too well for you, would you say?
Nah, like with jobs and stuff, just like sort of was getting old doing some of the stuff that I was doing. So
We got to hear about one job in particular in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, just so before you start, Blake has told us like the funniest stories I've heard in a while of some like, but they're real stories. Like he would just the experiences Blake has had are just legendary. But yeah, why don't you tell us about?
which one are you gonna talk about?
Is it the sludge one you're thinking of, Andrew?
Yeah, but there's also Crazy Billy's fruit stand.
And
That's a
the
good one.
apartment he lived at.
Oh man, yeah.
Couple apartment. Well, not even apartment, like houses. Like
Okay,
that-
maybe let's start. That's a simple one. Like, what was your apartment like? That one you were telling us about with a bunch of people in there.
Well, the first one was. All right, I can't.
You don't have to say names or anything.
I don't remember this guy's name, but he had like no locks on any of the doors in his house, including the bathroom door.
But you were renting from this guy.
Yeah, for like about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And what was it like?
I moved out.
What was it
after-
like there?
It's like I had like I don't know. I just always had like my like out of the corner of my eye, I was always looking at the doors.
Just because of no locks?
Yeah, and I never knew if like somebody was gonna like come in or what.
But no one ever did come in, right?
No, and that was just like the pre-rent. That was like I had no experience renting, so I was like, "Is this what it's like?"
So nothing really weird happened there other than the no locks.
No.
But then the next one.
Yeah, the next one was like with this lady, and she always like leave her wigs lying around the house. So like I'd walk in and like wigs would just be lying around on like tables and stuff.
And you had
or what? Go
I
ahead.
was going to say you had a roommate here.
Yeah,
This
I
one.
actually had like 2 roommates. And I didn't even know about the one. It was like her son like lived in the basement, and I didn't even know about it. And like all I could remember, I remember like this weird smell coming up from the basement, like all the time, like the worst smell you could ever imagine. And she told me it was like mold was growing down there or something.
Wait, and her son lived down there?
Yeah, and I didn't even know.
Your son in the basement where mold's growing.
I didn't know her son lived down there until he came up one day.
Maybe he was just a mold monster.
So did you have somebody living in your actual room in this?
Oh no, I was in the room was probably like smaller than this room for sure.
Yeah, this room's pretty small.
And I just stayed in the room all the time. Like it was enough for like a bed, and that was it.
And where's the bathroom at?
Couch, like right outside to the left.
So this is a house?
Yeah.
and a bunch of people are living in the house.
Yeah, so I rented out like a room in a house, like not an apartment.
Okay, so who was living? Who else? So we got the wig woman, the son in the mold basement. Who else was there?
There's some guy like on like a respirator. like
And these were Blake's roommates.
Is this an old guy?
yeah, a really old guy. Like he would cough like all day. Like all he did was cough.
Did you ever meet him?
I didn't like meet him, but like I could always like hear him. And
How long are you living there?
about 5 months.
And you never met him. Oh my
Oh, and,
gosh.
like this lady gave me like coupons for like so much money off the rent. I think she was trying to get me to stay there because I wasn't planning on renewing my lease. That's for sure.
But she was like,
Coupons?
Blake, I have coupons. Did
Yeah,
she
she,
just
like-
made them?
She like attached coupons but like after she raised the rent. Like
Oh my. What
and
was
I left there. I didn't even tell her I was leaving. I just left. I packed all my stuff up one day when she wasn't there and left.
what was the one weirdest or funniest, most awkward instance while you were living there for the 5 months or experience? I know there's probably a lot just based on the characters in this movie. Doesn't it sound like some like weird show?
Yeah.
Probably like. Well, she was probably when she got mad at the other guy in the respirator for like not taking a bath, and she was yelling at him outside my room for like a half an hour, and he was like he would go in the bathroom and turn on the water, but like not long enough like to take a shower, so she would always accuse him of not taking a bath. He stank.
You just have to think about like this scenario though. Like this is the landlord and this is one of her tenants, but she's getting mad at him for not taking a bath.
Did you have any explanation as to why she's getting mad or what?
I don't think I was looking for an explanation. I was just looking to get out of there.
That's perfect.
And I was like, and I originally, because I had started renting out at the same time this guy did, and I thought she was gonna give me the room that he got, which was like a really big room, and then she was like, no, you got this room. And so I was like, this little tiny like
a closet.
yeah, like a closet with a bed, and that was it.
So was this landlord lady nice? Or was it just kind of
She got like mad at me once for like not saying hi when I walked in.
Oh my, no.
She was like, hey, like you're gonna say hi to me in my own house.
Dude. This
And
sounds like
I think I had said like I had probably like said hi or something, but I probably didn't say it loud enough. She was
dude, this legit sounds like a thriller movie. The more you like keep explaining. Moldy sun basement, whatever's going on
and
down there.
she would cook this food and offer me it, and it was like the worst smelling. That's when the mold smell would get really bad.
When she cooked?
Yeah.
What?
And she would offer me this food, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
What was
good
it?
call. I'm sure there was something.
She like barbecue chicken and stuff.
I mean, it sounds good.
And then she would hook up like a hose to the sink from the basement, and that would be like drain out the mold or something. I don't know.
Oh my.
Yeah. Okay. So in this house, we have the landlord, the mold monster son, the 80-year-old respirator who doesn't take baths, and then you have Blake, who's living in the closet.
Is that it? There's no one else there?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
That's.
night.
I wonder if
dude.
she's listening, if she actually knows
Oh
that's what
man.
we're talking about. What are
There's
the chances?
no way.
I could just be like, it's a different place that these people are.
Why did you stay there for 5 months?
Let's see. I was probably there 5 months.
mean-
It was cheap, $300 a month.
$300. Wow.
But still, like this is a characteristic of Blake. He
With the
is
coupons.
persistent.
Very.
He doesn't
yes.
quit.
He stays in it until he can't take it anymore.
Which is our segue to your job that you stayed at for how many years?
Oh, 7 years.
7 years. Okay, you guys haven't even heard about this. He's told us all the stories about. Are we just gonna call it the sludge factory, Blake?
Yeah, we can call it that. Should I be looking at the camera?
You can look at us.
You
It's
can look at wherever you want.
that's just right next to. If you're watching the YouTube video, we have a screen right next to us so we can see what the frame looks like.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
just for reference.
All right.
But if you want to look at it, you can.
Nah, I'll just look this way.
Okay.
I feel like I can.
That's perfect.
So sludge factory for 7 years, Blake. Just give us the rundown. Give everybody in the audience who's listening what this sludge factory is about.
You want to do hide and seek there? No.
Yes, after the stories you've told us.
It was really like a high school job. So I got it when I was 15.
Yeah.
until I was 22. So through college, when I first started there, like my dad had to drive me, like I was that young, but it was an after school job and a weekend job, and I was just by myself in this big factory that smelled like sludge.
How big was the factory? Was it like a
It was
big
a decent
factory?
Well, it was like a separate building actually across like one of the rivers, and I had to take like a bridge, but it was like secluded basically, like no lights around or anything except inside, like in the middle of the woods.
So
I feel like.
you guys getting this visual?
And I was
Blake,
working at night.
He's 15. The only way to get to this factory is across a bridge
Well,
in the
yeah.
middle of nowhere, basically.
Middle of the woods, no lights. He's the only one there.
Yeah,
Only
it was
one.
dark and
In the
All day.
in the sludge factory.
well after school till night, and then on weekends like
Now,
during the day.
what was your job? What were
To
you doing?
I was watching like machines go.
You just making sure they don't break or
To,
what?
like, make sure they don't blow up and sludge goes everywhere.
and this sludge is like sewage, right?
Yeah, it's the worst smell ever.
We're calling it sludge just because, I don't know, it's a funnier word, but literally sewage factory.
Sewage, yeah.
Good night.
And it would like sometimes I'd go get food. And
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
who's interrupting the podcast?
It's Rick Rugless.
We got Rick, Caleb, and Hyper in the room. You can oh my. Blake is telling us about his sludge factory story, so
You're going to have to listen on the podcast.
I just pranked you guys so hard.
wow, they pranked us good.
That was a good prank, guys.
Anyways, so
Sewage factory, you're watching the machines.
oh yeah, what was I saying?
Something
I
happened.
was just about to say something too. Yeah.
Oh, you ordered food?
Oh yeah, I would go like get food, and then like sometimes when I came back, like the machines would be like all broken and sludge would be flying everywhere.
sewage.
Yeah,
And what would you do then?
I just like call my supervisor and be like, something's broke.
Did you fix it, or did you just kind of like
I
watch
shut it off.
Oh, you'd be the guy.
I couldn't fix it. It's like the parts are from like the 80s or something, so it's like all these old things that like I can't even like everything just seemed like it was broken.
Wow. So how many hours would you work? Like after
Like 30
school?
hours a week.
Okay. That was during school?
Probably, yeah, like 5 hours a night, 6 hours a night, and then weekends.
What about when school finished up? You still stayed at this job.
Yeah, even after through college and after college.
How long would you work a day?
Well, during like my school years, 6 hours like on a school day,
Yeah.
and 8 hours, 16 hours on the weekend.
Oh man.
For 7 years in the sludge factory.
We got to know why.
The longest job I ever had.
Why? What?
I think because I was so young, and then by the time I was 22, like that was like already 1/3 of my life.
In the sludge factory.
Yeah.
But I
just
was
quit.
just
I just quit one
I
day.
was baffled when Blake first told us this story because he's by himself. Like every day he goes into work, he's by himself for 7 years.
Yeah, and I didn't have a cell phone then. That was like
no internet,
2005,
no cell phone,
2006,
just surrounded by poo, all by yourself in a dark, creepy factory.
doing homework.
But you told us you eventually, like right before you quit, you found out that they actually had internet.
Yeah,
right?
like a what, an Ethernet cable? Is that what
Yeah.
Like all dusty behind this one shelf, and I plugged it in my laptop, and it was like, you have internet access now.
After
That was like
7 years.
that was like the last month I worked there.
Oh,
You like this whole time I could have had internet, but
And
Dude.
right towards the end is when I was writing boxing articles, and that was sort of like part of why I quit my job then to like do that more.
which also could lead to another
It's a good
segment here,
segue.
guys.
Blake is a master at boxing.
Trivia.
To clarify,
Yeah,
he loves boxing.
But you did try out for the boxing team at Penn State.
Yeah, which it's not like an official team; it's more like a club. But because they actually got rid of their boxing team like a long time ago.
But Blake, he just knows everything about boxing. And so we're going to test that, aren't we?
Right. We're going to test out with some boxing trivia, but how many hours of DVDs have you watched of boxing fights?
I mean, I have like 10,000 hours. I probably watched like 75% of that.
Wow.
Gosh.
That is impressive. So,
It's like 10,000 fights. So
oh man,
That's insane. But like,
Like,
literally, Blake,
fights from every year and
that's crazy.
different languages.
Dang, man.
Common-
different languages. Blake texted me the night of the Jake Paul fight with his prediction.
Before the fight.
Before the fight happened, this is what he texted me. He said, "It's going to go to a decision, split decision. Jake Paul wins."
What?
And that's the exact outcome that happened.
No way.
He
How did
knew
you do
it.
that?
Well, like split decisions are like a weird prediction because it's like you're not really. I mean, it is like you're picking a winner, but it's more like you think it's going to be like a controversial decision. Which, given their styles, Woodley and Paul's style, I felt like it was going to be like one of those fights where Paul was probably going to keep him at bay, like at length and jab and like score points,
Mhm.
and like Woodley might have like a big moment here or there, like in like his power like will connect, and that's sort of like what happened. What in the judge's eyes, sometimes like, you know, if you're hitting a guy with big shots and the other guy's hitting you with a lot of little shots, like they'll
Yeah.
give it to the guy who's landing the bigger blows. So I figured it'd just be like close enough where like one judge might give Woodley more rounds and then the other two would give Paul like more rounds, which
Wow.
that's how boxing works. All you have to do is win enough rounds. You don't have to like, if you have one good round and then the rest of the rounds you like are either close or you lose, like you'll lose the fight,
Interesting.
even if you have the best round of the whole fight.
Yeah, I know. I don't really know anything about boxing.
And it's, like the scoring stuff is like always controversial. Like even in MMA, it's controversial.
That's so interesting.
Sometimes.
All right, so we're gonna run through some boxing trivia. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna test Blake's knowledge here. Andrew, you got the first question.
Got it all right here. Which heavyweight champion held the title for 11 years and 7 months? I can give you A, B, C, D.
Yeah. Give me ABCD.
Okay, we got Lennox Lewis, Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, and Joe Louis.
Joe Louis.
Did you get?
Where do they show you the answers? That is correct.
1 for 1. Very nice. Let's go into the next question. Who is the fighter responsible for the first loss in Sugar Ray Robinson's
Jake
career?
LaMotta.
Wow. You didn't even need multiple
Jake
choice.
LaMotta. Let's.
Jake
That is
LaMotta.
correct.
Wow. Okay, do it again.
Who was also known as the Boston Strong Boy?
Give me a ABCD.
We have Jess Willard, Jack Johnson, John L. Sullivan, or Bob Fitzsimmons.
Let's say John Sullivan.
That is correct.
Good night. 3 for 3. All right, Blake. We are going to stump you on this one. What fighter had the unflattering nickname of 2-Ton?
Oh, 2-Ton Tony.
Let's submit.
Wait.
You're right.
I don't know his last. 2-Ton Tony. It's not Gun, is it?
Galento.
Galento. Yeah, Tony Galento. That's right.
Wow, man.
2-Ton Tony.
Ooh. What was Muhammad Ali's career record as a pro?
I think 57-6 or something.
Okay, I'll give you the ABC.
All right.
So we have 57-1, 95-14, 25-6, or 56-5.
56-5. Yeah, that was close. It just
Yeah, wow.
That's correct.
We should have. Oops. All right, Blake. I got one more question for you. Where did the fight of the century take place? That's pretty vague.
Germany.
Where? Here, you want the options?
Yeah, give me that.
Manila, Astrodome, Madison Square Garden, or the Superdome?
Oh wait, so it wasn't Germany.
Hey, I don't know.
Well, I know Fight of the Century. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different fight.
Oh, yeah, come on,
All
Blake.
right, say it again. The question.
Where did the fight of the century take place? Ali and
Yeah,
Fraser.
yeah.
Manila, Astrodome, Madison Square Garden, or the Superdome?
Did you say Allie?
No,
I
I didn't say that.
think that you said Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Submit the answer, and he is correct. So
I was thinking of Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling, which was like in 1940,
Schmeling.
1940 something,
Never heard
two
of
or
it.
something.
So that just tells you guys, I would have gotten every one of those questions wrong. Little insight. Blake is the boxing mastermind. So
I got one more. I just want to know the answer. Which of these boxers held 3 championship belts simultaneously? Henry Armstrong, Willie Pep, Meldrick Taylor, or Sugar Ray Leonard?
Wait,
Leonard.
Lemon? Sugar Ray Lemon. Wait, what were they again?
Henry Armstrong, Willie Pep, Meldrick Taylor, or Sugar Ray Leonard?
I don't think Taylor ever won or ever held a title. I think it was Henry Armstrong.
Henry Armstrong. That is correct.
Because I think until Pacquiao like got all the titles, it was like him and Armstrong were like neck and neck. Which when Pacquiao, when he gets like announced, it's like it takes like 3 minutes because there's like 12 titles they have to go through.
oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
I did watch a documentary of Pacquiao. It was epic. What a guy.
And Willie Pep, I guess it's like a myth sort of thing, but he supposedly won a round without throwing a single punch.
That would be legit.
Wow. I got to know. Blake, who is your favorite all-time fighter? Boxer.
Arturo Gatti, probably, but that's like, if you ever seen any of his fights,
No?
he's probably
Never
like,
heard of him.
Why him?
He's like it's almost like he's like a movie fighter. Like every fight he has is like, he's had so many classics, and they're just like, they're like movie fights. Like the way he gets hit, and like even like to his like the way he looks like when he's in a
Oh,
fight.
cool.
Like it's just like nobody else has had fights like that. End of the like from the beginning of the fight to the end, there's like so many like momentum changes and stuff.
Oh, so it's super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, so we know that Blake loves boxing, but let's get to know Blake on a more personal level. Blake, what's your favorite snack?
Not Cheez-Its.
Not cheeses. Good answer.
I like Cheez-Its though. But favorite
Caleb.
snack? Oh, it's definitely not Takis.
Yeah, Blake had them the other day.
Yeah, where are
Blake-
my Takis, by the way? I was looking for them.
We were like at the office, like this was like 2 days ago. We're sitting in the office doing some stuff, and Blake comes in from outside. He's like sweating to death. He's like, "Oh, I think I'm having like a heat stroke from eating too many Takis."
Fuego, they were the Fuego kind.
I saw Matt eating some of them, so you can.
Oh, so they're probably around somewhere.
Matt, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, he probably ate them all. I think I saw him in the trash. He saw them on the counter. They're almost like
it
fair
might,
game.
It might have been like gone though. So
Yeah.
okay. Oh, but favorite snack?
Yeah.
Pizza? No, that doesn't count as a snack.
I mean,
If you want.
sure.
Probably like some type of like chips, like
Yeah.
tortilla, chips and salsa.
Yes.
Ah,
Good choice on that one.
nice. Blake, what's your favorite movie?
I'll go with I have a couple, but definitely you know this one, Home Alone.
Oh, I would not have guessed
I
that.
thought you were going to say E.T.
I
That's
thought
up there too. E.T.'s up there. Home Alone.
I thought he was going to say Rocky.
No, actually, I've never seen the Rocky movies.
What? And you?
Did you know Blake hates boxing movies?
I
No.
wouldn't say I hate them, but I don't like watch them.
I remember because I was
Why?
like, I love boxing movies. I thought we'd connect over this fact, but he's like, nah.
What? What about him?
I think like the one Rocky is just like the one scene, like from like the first movie maybe, where like the guy throws a punch and it misses by like this much, and then like all the sweat goes flying off his face, and like I'm like,
Well, I mean, you have seen pretty much 7,500 hours of fights, so you know.
Probably
Actual
more
fights.
not way more hours than that probably.
Oh, well, see, so I could see why you're like, this is lame.
One fight might last like 30 to 45 minutes, so times that by 8,000. Whatever that is.
Night.
Dude, that is insane.
Dude, we got to get you writing boxing articles again.
Yeah,
I know.
I wrote 1,000 articles in 1 year.
What? About
Nice.
what?
Well, actually, it was like MMA and boxing.
Okay,
Oh, man.
if anybody is listening to this podcast and has a position for Blake in regards to writing boxing articles, good night.
Hey, Barstool,
Barstool Sports.
we got your man for boxing anything.
I bet he has more hours than your top contributor.
Guarantee it.
But
You're going to need
Here's
to pay him top dollar, though. Sorry.
here's
We
the
got
thing.
him.
Here's the thing. a fighter called me out once, said he wanted to fight me
Oh, no way.
over an article I wrote.
Yes.
Who?
I'm not saying who,
Okay.
because I mean it's nobody like crazy famous or anything, but it was a UFC fighter.
What did you
He messaged
do?
me on Facebook.
What was this article?
Yeah,
what did you write?
Were you dogging on him?
I was writing about like we had you know how like the top like they do ranking like top 5 this, top 5
Yeah.
that, like that's a very popular
Yeah.
trend with like stuff. It was like an article like that, and it was like top 5 worst weight cuts or something.
Mhm.
And of course I had written about the one time that this guy missed weight, and then he called me out on Facebook.
So so it was like a ranked top 5. Where did you rank this? Was this like
It's like top 5 worst weight cuts. I might have had it number 1.
Wow. So what did you do? I'm guessing you didn't reply.
And I didn't reply.
Were you considering it?
I was like, I think I'm done writing boxing. I'm done writing articles
no?
about.
Because that's just proves that you're doing good work. Because if someone's getting mad that you did that, that means you're just poking like at some truth
See,
there.
and
You weren't doing anything mean, so it's like, yeah.
yeah, I don't.
But you got under his skin because you saw it. You called it as it is.
I just feel like I don't know. I felt bad, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, because it's sort of like those things like they're trying to get so many hits over like a certain article, so they kept like making you write more negative things than I wanted to.
Man.
Well, one thing I don't think we mentioned, Blake was in high school trying to be a part of the boxing team.
No, in college.
Oh, college.
Yeah, I didn't make the team.
But that's not because of anything physical. It's
Oh.
because of your eyesight, I thought.
I mean, I guess it could be. I don't think they knew though,
Because technically physical.
because I didn't think they would let me even try out for the team if they knew I couldn't.
So,
wear my glasses.
so you never showed up with glasses? You just couldn't see ever?
No, I had glasses on like during like the training sessions and stuff.
Oh.
But when the sparring came, I would take them off.
And then you just couldn't see.
I just couldn't see it.
So now some of you might be wondering, why didn't you just wear contacts?
I can't I have a problem with like my eyes. They're very sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't touch them. Like I can't even think of them. Like think of eyes or like anything with eyes like messes. Like my eyes start watering.
When you just think about your eyeballs?
Yeah.
Blake's just
No
crying
way.
randomly. We're like, what's wrong? He's like, I was just thinking
In
about
school,
my
they would always like the science teacher would always be mad at me because he's like, "Why aren't you looking through this microscope?" I'm like, "I can't. Like I see my reflection of the eyes in the microscope, and it's like making me cry."
Wow.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I wonder what
I
that
knew
is.
you said you couldn't wear contacts, but I didn't know like it was that
I
severe.
would come up like from looking through the microscope. My eyes would be so like I'd be drenched. Like they're like sort of like watering right now. They're not as bad as they would be like at other times, but
Oh my.
Wow, dude.
That's wild.
Huh. I wonder what that is. But
YouTube doctors, tell us.
I've tried for contacts like a bunch of times back in the day, and
yeah.
never
Man.
worked out. But I'm like I don't know. Like they didn't have contacts back
Yeah.
when other people fight with contacts in.
Yeah.
Do you think you
Sometimes
would?
they fall out like in the matches too.
If you had the chance, would you want to go into the ring?
Like I say, eyesight's not a problem.
Yeah.
And you can train in your top training, top dog.
I don't know. I'm sort of like worried about like brain injuries and stuff. That's like
Makes sense.
seen like so many fights where like guys don't come out some die in the ring.
Let's say in this made up scenario, your brain will be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'd like to do it. Like
I would love to see Blake in the ring.
Me too.
I would be your
I think
biggest hype man.
see, I feel like I'd like being a trainer more though,
Yeah,
because I would like analyzing like
I feel
video
I
tape.
feel like Blake would be one of the top trainers out there with his extensive knowledge of fights beyond any normal human.
I know. If you guys listen to our podcast where we talk about boxing, we were all like hypothetically considering it, and we were like, if we were gonna box, we would hit up Blake to be a part of the team for training.
Yep.
Oh man, it'd be next level, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Imagine we have the boxing arena. I can just see Blake with the towel, and he's like got the bags on the hands and stuff.
In one of the Tyson fights, I think it was the fight he lost to the biggest like upset ever.
I don't know if honestly.
You're not gonna ring any
Yeah,
bells
I
in
know,
my
like,
mind.
I gotta get this one because it's like
Oh yeah. If this is a big ordeal question, then you.
Anyway,
know it.
in the fight, I'll remember it as it comes on. But they were using like those like gloves filled up with water for like his ice pack. They were not prepared for the fight.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Like they just had like big blown up gloves, and they were like trying to get his face all like back in order.
Yikes.
They were not prepared for that fight.
So I have a question, Blake. Why?
Buster Douglas. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
Boxing
guys.
fans, you're about to leave a comment being, how do you not know this, Blake?
Yeah,
But
I
he
mean that's
got
like
it.
that was a very bad.
Oh.
Oops.
Don't doubt.
Very
Blake.
bad oops.
Why, Blake, did you join the JStu team?
Oh,
I mean, you could have
That's a
done
good
any
question.
job. You could have done anything. Why did you come and move back? You were living here. You moved back to Pennsylvania, and
Yeah.
now you moved back here, and now you're part of the team.
yeah. I mean, I just thought like the opportunity was a good opportunity to do something that I can be like creative and have fun with like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Doing something I like, and I had made videos way back in the day, like 2002, 2003. So it's always been like something in the back of my head, like just to help with like making videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a sort of like a dream type thing for me.
Yeah.
And I started recording videos like on VHS shoulder cameras.
I remember you were
Whatever
showing
they're
us some
called.
of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have like hours and hours of like old footage from like 2001, 2002, 2003.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'd recorded a lot of stuff up until like 2005, and then like it just like my friends and I, we all went on and to do other things,
Right.
and they like right after that YouTube got like exploded in like what 2000 end of 2005 2006
something like that.
that's when it like
Yeah.
took off.
Yep.
So yeah, if it would have been around a couple years earlier, like
Blake would have been the first PewDiePie.
Oh man. Hey, anything's better than Sludge Factory, am I right?
yeah, and we had I mean usually like you should see some of those videos. I'm sure your earlier videos too, they're kind of funny to look back on. It was like me and my friend, and we would sit there and interview like a skeleton for like an hour.
Interview a skeleton.
Yeah, a fake like skeleton.
That's awesome.
And then we also did like box boarding and skateboarding and stuff. Like
Yeah.
box
The good
boarding,
old days, man.
balloon, some like balloon tossed handball fight thing.
I don't even know what that is, man. Sounds fun though.
You like dress up in costumes and run around the woods.
Yeah. Whoa. Speaking of
And
that,
Oh my. Well,
dressing
this
up in
is fun.
costumes, running around the woods. Guys,
What
I don't
the-
know if you know this, but Blake is I don't know if Blake knows this. I think he does because he's funny. He is so funny. Blake is like the funniest guy I know. And like it almost seems like he's just not even trying to be funny, but he is funny. So, on that note of costumes in the middle of the woods, Blake just did something. What did he do, Andrew?
We just found the root of this idea.
Yeah.
We were doing an overnight challenge. That video comes out. That video will be out after this podcast goes up. But anyways, we're doing an overnight challenge. We're out here in the woods, and Blake, out of a whim, just decided he wanted to come prank us.
Prank us.
We had no idea. There was no talks. He didn't even talk about anybody else on the team about this. This was just Blake himself decided he wanted to prank us. He went to a thrift store. He bought this Yoda mask, these werewolf gloves, and an all black like t-shirt
Or,
and
no,
pants,
yeah,
or
long
long
sleeve.
sleeve shirt and pants, and decided he was going to come into the woods and chuck stuff at us and run around in the woods in a costume.
Now, keep in mind, if you were to ask any of us, it was me, Andrew, Caleb, and Hyper, if we would have thought that Blake would do something like this, we all were like, no. He was like the last person we were thinking who would come prank us in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So we were genuinely scared, wandering around the woods, trying to find out who this is. We don't know if it's like one of our friends, somebody weird.
Or an animal. We didn't know who it was until me and Justin saw clearly a person just kind of dart right behind a big tree trunk, and we're like, okay.
I didn't see the mask or anything, though.
We didn't see a mask,
No.
but we saw like a
Hyper
figure
did.
move. Oh, yeah,
Or
but
at least
that
he
was
thought
after.
he did. I don't know what he saw exactly. He described some like a sheep animal.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we walk up, and Blake's hiding behind some sort of hay bale, laying down, basically. And we're like, there's somebody right here. I was waiting for Andrew to get over because he had the camera. I'm like, we got to film this. I'm like, there's a person right there. And so you guys are going to see it in the video. We go up, roll him over, see the mask,
Roll him over.
lift, because he's like crouched down, flip him over, see Yoda mask, move the mask, and Blake's just laughing. And we're like, what, Blake? What are you doing?
And the first thing out of Blake's mouth was,
What? Yeah.
I changed in the tropical smoothie parking lot.
That's the first thing he says. And we're all just like dying laughing, like, what is going on?
Had to break the tension.
Oh, dude, it was
You were
hilarious.
yelling out every name too, like when you first didn't know who was there. You're like yelling out like all these names, not Blake.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
like-
Zealous, if
Yeah, we
you're
thought it
out
was
here.
Zealous, maybe Sean, 70s man. I thought maybe it might have been Samuel and Matt because we were talking earlier in that day about like the overnight challenge, so
Yeah,
they knew it was happening.
Our editor,
I thought maybe it was Rick because he had just gotten back from vacation. He wanted to do something funny. I don't know.
I
But
didn't
Blake is sneaky.
Oh,
He's
man.
a sneaky
We got to keep our
prankster.
eye on you,
I
Blake.
didn't think you were gonna be like really be there. I just like was like I'll drive by and see, and I saw like the lights. And I
That was the
like,
other thing. Blake had no idea when or where we would be. He just appeared.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Oh, man. That was just
I should have had a
legendary.
camera on my side though.
I know.
think
If
of
you
that.
do it again, get a camera somehow.
Just sort of like spur of the moment.
Oh, I love this.
Type
It's
thing.
so
That
funny.
is so fun.
I don't think we've established, but Blake is on the team and he is helping Samuel on the production side of things. So Blake has been helping build a bunch of different things for recent videos and moving forward, just production help. So using his creative hand and a helping hand for Samuel as well, because building.
Helping us go get supplies if we need them, that type of stuff. So
Returning animals.
returning mice to the pet store.
Twice. You try it once, it didn't work.
It almost didn't work the second time
Oh, that would have been annoying.
until they found the receipt on like on their computer.
Other than that, I'd be like, all right.
I was like, they're really not gonna take this mouse back.
It's in
a
the
pet
Petco
store.
box.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I felt bad. I would have been like, how would I take this mouse home with me?
I have a random question. If you were a superhero, Blake, what would your name be?
Oh, that's
I know. I'm putting you on the spot. You got to think of something
Big.
random. Big?
it's got to be a B thing, like a B sentence.
Uh-huh.
Bel- Burger.
Big Burger. I
No.
think I like that superhero name.
Like bonkers or something. That's a good one. Bonkers.
Your superhero name is Bonkers?
Oh, man. This is my new favorite superhero.
Bang. Bam bam.
I like Big Burger, though. That's pretty random.
Big Burger.
Oh, a bam bam. No, it's just like
That's from the Flintstones, isn't it?
yeah. But it's bees.
Yeah.
Bam Bam. Bam Bam Blake.
Oh, good
B
night.
man. B man.
What else we got for Blake, Andrew?
If you guys didn't know, Blake is also the legend of eBay sales.
Yeah. He finds all the rares at stores.
One of my favorite stories you've told us is you went to Target and bought a pack of Army Men.
Like, and it was like robots and ninjas, but it was the Army Men style.
Unopened, just a pack off the shelf. And you listed it on eBay and said it was rare and sold it for like triple the price.
It was like the only time that ever happened. Like with something like that.
Well, 'cause I mean, like those little army men.
It's
Oh,
just
dude,
so
it's-
funny.
And it was like a robot version, so it was like the same cheap plastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
robots.
Blake will come into the office, and in the past, we've just like when we hang out, he's like, "Yeah, I found this random. I never heard of it, like this random game or this random DVD." And be like, "Yeah, I sold this for this much." I'm like, "Huh?"
Unlimited stuff. Just like I found this DVD at Goodwill for 50 cents and sold it for like $100.
Yeah, like up 300 sometimes.
I'm like, "How do you know about this stuff?" Like these random movies where I'm like, never heard of it. Across the board, there's just like so many things he sold. that I'm
Movies,
like,
old games.
Games is like a hard thing to find in like a thrift store. Like it's like
Yeah.
they're super rare, but DVDs I think people overlook because people don't think anything
Yeah.
about them.
so how much do you
you
think
know.
you've made off selling just DVDs on eBay profit wise?
Probably like, just profit or just all together.
We'll just
Probably
say
like-
all together.
Yeah,
Say
let's
like,
just say all
we'll say
together.
like 20,000, 25,000.
Oh my! You guys hearing that?
Over the last couple of years, not in like.
But still,
one
but just
year.
DVDs.
Yeah.
You could try and do that on your own, but you don't have the
Some-
Blake secrets on
There's a
what to
couple
buy.
There's a couple YouTubers out there who like that's what they do. I mean, there's a lot of flippers, that's for sure. There's a lot of people who just like go out and flip things, but there's people that just do DVDs and they find good stuff.
That's so crazy.
That
It's
is
like-
insane, dude.
Like my average is like, for a DVD, I can get like $40.
And you buy it for what? A
Sheesh.
couple bucks?
Yeah, like maybe $3. You need some extra money. It's like,
Dude, that's easy. And that's easy work, right? You
yeah,
just-
just research it on eBay.
like
It's like a scavenger hunt too.
Are you still doing
That's
that?
kind of like fun. I do like maybe once a week. I go out and look for things.
That's fun.
But,
that would be fun. But like your base knowledge, you have like a catalog in your brain of like what makes sense to flip. I would be wandering through that store forever and being like, I literally have no
Or I'd be like,
clue.
oh, this looks like it's rare, and it's like,
It's just so
Yeah, I've
so
had
fun.
I've had people offer me like the most common DVDs ever. Like they're trying to make money off of them. Like, yeah, these aren't gonna sell for like anything. Like, might as well just give them away because.
dang.
But they like it's I don't know. It's just I just started doing it
That is
like,
insane.
randomly.
That's so cool, though. Another random question. What is one of your favorite videos we've done? Whether that's with you or just our video
Oh,
on our channel.
definitely the hide and seek in the neighbor's house with
Yeah.
me anyway. Like,
Yes.
if there's one with
Yeah,
there's one
yeah.
with me that I liked.
Oh, that was fun. That hiding spot.
Like
oh, my.
all my hiding spots and like it's funny because like I lost that match
Yeah.
because I technically had like the longest seeking time,
Yeah.
but I had like probably like the 3 best hiding spots. in that
Oh,
video.
no doubt. Go watch that video, too, guys. Sheesh.
Hide and seek in our neighbor's house. Blake has he's hiding from me and has one of the most insane escapes you'll ever see.
Caught on camera, too. It was like unbelievable. Me and who was there?
This is
Matt.
Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew. We had been caught.
Yep.
So we saw everything, but Andrew didn't.
And I had set the camera up like just for that angle too.
Yep.
Like
Man.
Like Blake was in the attic. Andrew's going up this ladder into the attic, but Blake's like hiding like behind where the ladder comes up. So Andrew goes up and Blake just slips down the ladder.
it was so crazy.
Oh, go
so
watch it.
crazy.
and even like the other hiding spots were like crazy. Like Justin couldn't find me under that carpet.
Yeah.
Like I was under
See-
the carpet and Justin's like looking around. Like,
You'll find these epic spots in some hide and seek videos, and then you're just way out of bounds in the other videos.
yeah, and the other ones I just like totally flop. Like I'm just standing like in the middle of like
Where Blake's
The open-
the last one. Where is he? Oh, he's not even in the boundaries we set.
well, actually the very last hide and seek league video that we did, that under the bed spot was pretty good. Remember that? I was like under the bed and you were like,
Yep.
how'd you get under there?
Yeah,
It was,
because we
this
had to lift the bed to get you out.
Oh man, good times playing hide and seek. So there you go. But one thing we do on this podcast every time is we do some prank calls. So we're gonna call GameStop, like always, and ask him some questions.
Thank you for calling GameStop of Acrylis. This is Travis speaking. How may I help you today?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, so my son is wondering about a video game, so I'm gonna put him on the phone. He just wanted me to dial you guys up.
Alrighty.
All right, here you go.
Hello?
Hello?
Do you have the Frog United Kingdom game?
I'm sorry?
Do you have
What game?
Froggy United Kingdom?
No, we do not.
All right.
That's what you wanted, son? They didn't
Yeah.
have it. All right. Well,
Anything else I can help you with today?
no, I think that's it. Thanks for taking the call.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, bet.
I couldn't interject. That was too good.
I didn't know.
That was the
Froggy.
best.
Oh, that's perfect.
What
Just
was
like
the
a
game?
What's it?
Froggy United.
Froggy United
Kingdom?
Kingdom. He goes, nope.
He's like one of these again, man.
I wonder if he was actually thinking of like a game that was like similar, like Frogger or something.
I know. That's why I was like, he should. I feel like he was gonna be like, let me look that up. But he's like, no, that's not a game.
He's like, I know that's no.
I'm not,
It's not a game.
I don't do like prank calls, so I don't have like the experience.
No, that was
Oh,
great.
that was perfect.
You don't need to have experience, bro. It's just like whatever comes to mind, you just say, and it can be awkward.
just
or it
sort
can
of
be-
that improv, whatever, is great.
and you're great at that. So, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to today's episode with Blake. You're going to be seeing him on the channel and random videos, but whenever you see stuff built, I mean, Blake is a part of that. So hope you're excited. If you're on the YouTube video, leave some comments. Let Blake know how happy you are. Blake, any final words?
I know my mom's listening, so I got to say hi to my mom.
Oh, Blake's
Classic.
mom. Hey, mom.
Andrew met her.
I did. Oh yeah, when we were moving.
When I had to move things up 3 floors of
Yeah, he lived on the 3rd story of this apartment building. We're carrying down these.
like most awkwardly shaped pieces of furniture
Oh, wow.
and heavy.
He had a box of like 1,000 puzzles.
Yeah, I took that up myself and I dropped it and it broke.
Oh, man. Puzzles. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Laugh City Podcast.
Goodbye.
Laugh daily.